Are we really capable of doing this?
I mean, this isn't a simple project.
Crisis. What we found was alarming.
And that's when it hits us. This is a global crisis.
There were so many times when things went wrong.
There were moments when I thought, why are we doing this?
Good day, everyone, and welcome to Awas sa Paglaum Advocacy, the podcast. I'm Brianna David.
And I'm Casey. Today, we're diving into an issue that affects millions. The United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 6. The lack of access to clean water and sanitation, where water is life and life relies on water.
But before we begin, let's introduce the amazing team behind this advocacy.
Aside from us, we have two hardworking members who played a big role in this project. First, we have Benjo, one of our researchers.
Hi everyone. I focus on gathering information and data about the water crisis and its effects on communities. I am also the one who organizes the jobs and things we do for this project.
Next, we have Yusuf de Barosan, another researcher and also an actor for our advocacy video.
Hi everyone, I'm Yusef Nebarosan, better known as Finn. My role was to not only research but also help bring awareness through storytelling. I also manage the data we gathered, organizing it and making sure it's relevant to our goal.
Now that you know our team, let's talk about the heart of this project. Awas sa Paglaum.
The name itself carries a deep meaning. Awas means overflow, often referring to a water spilling over a container or surface. Meanwhile, Paglaong means hope.
Together, Awas sa Paglaom represents an overflow of hope, opportunity, and progress. It reminds us that when water is clean and accessible, hope flows endlessly.
But this project is more than raising awareness. It's a call to action. We want to serve as the voice of the people in Mindanao, pushing for better water policies, improved infrastructure, and fair water distribution.
We also want to encourage communities to protect water sources, practice proper sanitation, and value every drop. Clean water isn't just necessary, it's the foundation of a better future.
That's why we started this advocacy. We believe that even as students, we have the power to make an impact.
Now, when we first started this advocacy, there was a moment where we all sat down and asked ourselves, are we really capable of doing this? We're just students. Can we really make a difference in something this big?
I think we all had that moment of doubt. I mean, this isn't a simple project, it's a global issue. How could we possibly do anything to help? But as we kept discussing, we realized that the size of the problem doesn't matter as long as we take action. We knew we had to start somewhere, and this project was our starting point.
As researchers, Vin and I dug deep into the statistics and information about the water crisis. What we found was alarming. 1 in 10 Filipinos lack access to clean drinking water. That's so many people. We also learned about the impacts on public health, education, and the daily lives of these people. Lack of sanitation leads to waterborne diseases like chor- cholera, typhoid, and hepatitis A, and it's affecting thousands of families across the country.
Exactly. And it's not just about drinking water. It's about so many aspects of life. Families are financially strained because of medical bills related to these diseases. Kids miss school because they're sick or unable to attend class due to poor water conditions. The whole community suffers, and that's when it hits us. This is a global crisis.
That's when we realized we had to take actions and use our voices to help people understand and how urgent this is. And that's when the idea for our advocacy video came to life. It wasn't just about spitting out numbers or statistics. It was about telling real stories and resonate with people. We wanted to make them feel that what it's like to be living without access to clean water. But of course, like any big project, we ran into our fair share of struggles. But what were some of the biggest challenges we faced?
Let me tell you. The research process was brutal. Some of the data we found was outdated, and we kept running into conflicting information. One source would say one thing, and the next would contradict it. It was like chasing shadows. I had to double check everything to make sure we were using the right numbers and the most accurate information possible.
Yes! And all of that while staying up late into the night, shifting through papers, trying to make sense of it all. There were moments when I thought, why are we doing this? This is a huge mountain to climb. Time management was another big issue. Trying to balance school, personal life, and this advocacy project was like juggling. If you drop one ball, everything falls apart. And we were working on this project in the second quarter of our second semester. So, we were swamped with exams, assignments, and deadlines. It felt like there was never enough time to get everything done.
And don't even get me started on the technical challenges. Filming the video, editing it, there were so many times when things went wrong. I mean, we had to reshoot scenes because of lighting issues or the sound wasn't right. And then there were slow internet connections, missing team members. It felt like every time we made progress, something else would come up. It was like hitting one wall after another.
And one of the hardest parts was trying to get people to care. So many people take clean water for granted because they've never experienced what it's like not to have it. That was frustrating. Trying to explain why it's so important when people just didn't get it. But instead of giving up, we realized we had to approach the problem differently.
So, how do we push through all these obstacles and keep the momentum going?
Well, first and foremost, teamwork. We divided up tasks according to each person's strengths and worked together to make sure no one was left to handle everything on their own. It helped us stay organized and efficient even when everything felt like chaos.
Exactly. Staying organized was crucial. We set clear deadlines and had regular check-ins, making sure we were all on the same page and supporting each other. We kept a constant line of communication open, whether it was through group chats or meeting in person, to ensure no task was left behind.
We also leaned on each other. When one of us was overwhelmed, the rest of the team stepped in to help. It wasn't just about getting the work done, it was also about making sure we were all in this together.
And we also reached out for help when we needed it. Our MIL teacher, Sir Ian, was a huge support throughout this whole process. He gave us guidance, helped us stay motivated, and offered valuable tips on how to improve our work.
Another thing that really helped us push through was creativity. We didn't just want to tell people about the issue, we wanted to engage them, grab their attention, and make them care. We used storyboarding, social media platforms, and visual storytelling techniques to create something that would really make people sit up and take notice.
And instead of letting setbacks get us down, we use them as opportunities to learn and grow. Each challenge was a lesson that helped us improve and get better at what we were doing.
Now that Awas sa Paglaum is out, what's next for us?
We want to continue expanding our reach, getting more students involved, collaborating with organizations, and working towards real tangible change in the water crisis.
We're not stopping here. Our long-term goal is to see real improvements in sanitation and access to clean water, especially in schools. Imagine a future where every child can drink water without worrying about getting sick, where every community has safe, accessible water. That's the world we want to build.
And most importantly, we want to show the world that students can make a difference. You don't have to wait until you're grown up or until you're an expert in the field. You can take action right now. As Jose Rizal said, the youth is the hope of our future. We need to start being the change we want to see.
But we can't do it alone. We need all of you, our listeners, to help make this vision a reality. Share our advocacy with your friends, family, and social networks. The more people who know, the more impact we can have.
Educate yourself and others. The more people understand the issue, the bigger change we can make together. Support organizations that are actively working on the ground to provide access to clean water.
And don't underestimate the power of small actions. Even if it's something as simple as conserving water, reducing pollution, or spreading awareness. Every little bit adds up. We can all do our part. And with that, we've come to the end of today's episode of Awas sa Paglaum Advocacy. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Big shout out to our amazing team, Denjo and Vin, for being a part of this episode and for all the hard work that went into making this project come to life.
It was an honor to meet you. Let's keep pushing forward, keep the conversation going, and most importantly, take action. We all have a part to play in this.
Absolutely. Together, we can change the world.
Until next time, let's keep working for a better future. Stay engaged, stay informed, and above all, stay hopeful.
See you in the next episode and remember, every water drop counts. Bye guys!
Bye bye. Bye bye, guys. Bye bye.
Bye!
Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye.
Mahigit 13 milyong populasyon, mahigit 21,000 na tao ang nagkakasya rito kada kilometro kwadrado.
Households lack access to clean drinking water.
Cuba admits that the country is now facing a water crisis.
Access to safe water remains a major challenge for many in the Philippines.
Lack access to clean drinking water, while 6 million households are without sanitary toilets, based on data